Hello everybody, this is Walrus McFish Sr. and we're back with some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. It's Zabirius the Thanatomancer, and we just blew up the mighty Pandemonium Lord Glurk's Vlak and stole his rune. So there you go. Dark Rune of Zot acquired. And yeah, we have just begun our journey through Pan, I guess, because we still have 4 more runes to go before we can exit. Well, we could exit any time and come back, but we still have to get all of them. And I was thinking, let's just rest up a little bit here. I don't like the fact that we seem to have dipped below 200 max HP. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is quaff a potion of heal wounds. Nice, alright. Yeah, we got rid of all of our rot. That makes us feel a little bit better. Might as well. I just don't like being sub 200 HP there. And then I also noticed that we have exhausted the use of our manual of armor. So let's stop dumping skill points into that. We cleared up an inventory slot, and now we can distribute that experience a little bit more appropriately. 15 armor is plenty. More than I wanted, honestly. So we could turn on some other things. I was sort of thinking about this, and I hadn't really reached a firm decision. I would like to turn on some other stuff. I would love to have a little bit more fighting, a little bit more stealth, a little bit more evocations. I could go for lots of stuff. A little bit more necromancy, even. So I could turn on all of those things. But I sort of want to just stick to this for a second. I sort of want to at least make a dent into Glaciate. Just to feel like we're making progress there. But the important thing is that we turn armor off, so we're not just pumping points into that for no reason. Might as well be efficient about this. And with that, I think that we're basically ready to go down to our next floor of Pandemonium. Demonic crawler flesh is still fresh. That's fresh flesh right there. Hey, look, more. And I was thinking how interesting it is that... Okay, let's chop through you guys. I guess we can just dispel you to... Chop, chop, chop. Let's go ahead and put back our Amulet of Resist Mutation on, because I feel like that's the most useful general amulet to have. I was thinking about how interesting it is that, despite the fact that it seems like Pandemonium is infinite in size, there are certain floors that you're guaranteed to reach eventually. There's a finite chance that you will come upon the realm of Glurk's Vlak, for example. And I was wondering whether or not that has to do with the fact of the, is the Pandemonium Lord himself that mighty, or was it because that the rune was there? The rune somehow has the ability to transcend that infinity right there and give a finite chance despite being an infinite realm. And possibly the Pandemonium Lord became mighty through absorbing that rune's power. I think that's probably more likely. Like, I imagine that Glurk's Vlak is the Pandemonium Lord of Darkness because he has acquired the Rune of Darkness, the Dark Rune of Zot. But who knows? Pandemonium is an interesting place. Here's a bunch of demon spawns. I don't like being here in the corner, so let's just haste ourselves. That's us in the corner. That's us in the spotlight losing our religion. And I guess we can chop all these guys at once. Yeah, this doesn't actually seem to be an issue with our excellent combat skills. Ooh, that did hurt. A little bit. Melted our icy armor slightly, but it's still good for now. Yeah. Hey, alright, so creatures from the swamp are nearby right now. So let's go ahead and try to just blow him up as quickly as possible. I feel vulnerable to cold. Oh my. I don't think that's really going to be an issue for too long. I don't like the fact that there's a ghost moth here, which is possibly going to steal most of my magic, but there, he's all blown up and everything. We'll wield the Scimitar of Flaming Death again and chop through that Gelid demon spawn. Yeah, that's one of the more interesting things about Pandemonium, is the fact that when you pass through the portals, you never know where you're going to land, and there's no way back up. You can't stair dance or anything like that. Whereas Hell sort of provides a different topology, which is sort of like stair dancing, but it's more like stair escaping. I mean, you can always just go back to the entrance if you have to, which is good, but also dangerous. There's all the hell effects and stuff that you have to contend with as well. So, all things considered, I like Pan a little bit better. I don't think I've ever died in Pandemonium, so it's sort of like the tomb for me right now, and that I feel like it should be dangerous, but having never actually died here, I can't... Oh, it's Verteufen. Hey, it's Verteufen over here. What's your deal, Verteufen? He has a wispy, insubstantial body and the head of a yak. Tiny orange flames dance around it. That's pretty hilarious. Excuse me if I tell you I have a little bit of trouble taking you seriously, Verteufen. Especially because you haven't even noticed us. He hasn't noticed us. He's not even hurling insults at us. I struggled to resist, but I resisted anyway. That's all that matters, right, Verteufen? Whoops, we blew up the DsCj. Well, we'd rather blow up Verteufen. Hey, Verteufen. How about one more hellfire here? Ought to do it. We killed Verteufen with our hellfire, so that was pretty hilarious. There's the DsCj. How about one more orb of destruction over there while we've got the staff energy out? We don't want to get mutated any more than we have to. Blew him up. Well, good job, us. There's a lot of DsCjs on this floor. I'm not sure I like that. Boo, boo, hiss. Alright, well, we'll throw up our Azakubos. And then, this is a this is a Hellfire moment, right? We can kill all of these guys. Just like that. That's a little loud. Let's regenerate. It seems reckless, but I really think it was just the most efficient way to go about that. Our Hellfire is super powerful. I'm glad that we have it. I mean, Hellfire hurts us too. There's no reason why we shouldn't have it. I think if there were a rune, it would probably be around here. This seemed to be like... Oh, Hell Sentinel. Let's back off. I don't even know if we have to fight that. If there were a rune, it would be somewhere around here, right? It would be like in this vicinity. I don't think we're going to find the rune here. Let's just keep going. Green area. Lime green area. I like the colorfulness of Pan as well. It would be great to be able to find a Pan Disco. It's only happened once to me so far, but who knows when you're going to find it again? Pan is a crazy place like that. We are feeling hungry. I'd like to go eat that meat ration, but I don't want to fight with that executioner necessarily. What's going on over here? This almost looks like Manoleg's realm, but no, I suppose not. We would have been warned of that. Right? It didn't say anything about that. Hell Sentinel. No, we definitely would have noticed that. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's sort of like a colonial realm of Manoleg. I sort of wonder about what the politics of Pandemonium are like, you know? There's a big infinite realm. Is there, you know, transport between the realms? Is there migration? Or is there warfare or trade? Any sort of interaction? I really don't even know much about demon biology. Like, do these guys require, like, resources? Do they have, you know, an economy in the traditional sense? Do they require souls or something like that? I don't like the fact that these guys are here. Let's throw up a Hellfire as such. No, that's no good. But we can chop through this DsCj. Fine. Those guys are real, but also now destroyed. Okay, here's a Cacodemon. So, we definitely should use Orbs of Destruction to blow them up. There we go. We don't want to get mutated anymore. Those guys seem really, really hell-bent on trying to mutate you. Cacodemons are awfully persistent in that endeavor. And we don't appreciate it. Now, it's really rude. Like, I don't do that to you, Cacodemon. I don't think it's even really possible to learn a Malmutate spell in this game. Maybe it was in previous versions. I mean, I suppose if it were like you had a charmed Cacodemon or something like that, it would be able to Malmutate other monsters, and that would be pretty hilarious. I would like to see that happen. Or, yeah, you can summon Cacodemons, right? Maybe if we switch to Makla, we might be able to. But here we go. Alright, let's just keep going through. Okay, plenty of these demon spawns. We'll just sort of sneak away. We're stealthy enough, right? Did you see that stealth? We don't even have to deal with this floor at all. Horrors of the Abyss. We'll eat this meat ration just to become engorged. Sort of a rare snack, and we don't want to carry it around. Pack a demon spawn. Oh well. We'll just use our Well, I mean, we'll just fight these guys, right? We can just brawl with these guys. No worries. Pack is full, but we don't even want that. Could go out through the abyss. That wouldn't be a terrible plan. It might even be faster to go out through the abyss and just re-enter, rather than searching for... searching for another portal in here. But who knows? Maybe not. And plus, who knows? We might find the demonic rune in here. Unlikely, but possible. Chop. Okay. Yep, those guys can smite us, but it doesn't matter too much. And I realize a lot of the time this is pretty inefficient, just using my Scimitar of Flaming Death in order to deal with these guys. Okay, here's an Ice Fiend, which means we definitely want to wield the... Oof. Well, this is interesting. I sort of want to wield the Elemental Staff to give ourselves the ice resistance, but I sort of want to wield the Staff of Energy just to make sure that I can hit him from a distance with an Orb of Destruction. Let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll throw off a few Orbs of Destruction. Orb of Destruction. Yeah, he tormented us, so the most important thing is just blowing him up. There we go. Charms up to 16, dodging up to 17. I think we should go ahead and just turn that off for now, too. Yeah, we're going to really focus on that. Our defenses are pretty good. They are. So I'm glad we can take out Ice Fiends like that. That wasn't too bad. We did get tormented. Even being tormented like that, it was okay. So Scimitar of Flaming Death is not going to help much against these guys. But Mystic Blast Battlesphere is always a nice thing to do. And having the Scimitar of Flaming Death is going to give us the fire resistance that we need anyway to be able to chop through them. Yeah, like chopping through a Sun Demon with the Scimitar of Flaming Death. I don't think the Sun Demon minds particularly. Blizzard Demon will. This is like the layer of Pan of the dual element right here. This might be a nice place to settle down. But, nope, we've got a quest. We're on a mission here. I was also thinking earlier, wouldn't it be kind of interesting? This is sort of a random thought, but wouldn't it be interesting? Enchant weapon. Do we even have a need for that? Not really. Let's just drop it. If when you picked up a rune, it sort of gave you an extra bonus ability that you could use. Like, for example, I was thinking when you picked up the Dark Rune, it might decrease your line of sight by 1 or something like that. You pick up the Serpentine Rune and it gives you poison resistance or something like that. You know, I mean, just little bonuses that you can get by accumulating the runes. I don't know, it's a little gimmicky though. It feels a little bit like Mega Man or something like that. And, you know, there's not really a reason for it. I was just thinking it would be cool. You get all sorts of bonuses and such when you go through the game. You know, honestly, it would probably be more boring because you would get the same bonuses every time. It's nice when you get these randomized bonuses from finding all the cool stuff that you find. Yes, we don't need that. Ornate deck of cards, who cares? Deck exec. I do care about a little bit, but oh well, we don't care that much. I should also love to look up my long blades even a little bit, considering how often we're just chopping. A little bit of money that's worth hanging on to. Money, chop, chop, chop. Just take care of you before we go through the gate. Take care of you before we go through the gate. Set you on fire, yeah. In fact, let's rest up and then head through. Alright. We sense a powerful magical presence. It is not pleased. The mighty Pandemonium Lord Lom Lobon resides here. I'm glad I saw that because I was just about to jump through that green gate here. I don't actually know if it gives you a warning message if you're about to head through and the rune might disappear. You only have one chance at these special pan floors. That's part of what makes it tricky. You know, I mean, if you're not prepared and you have to escape to a different pan floor, you will never be able to have the opportunity to get the magical rune again. So you got to be careful. That's the thing about pan. You have to be prepared when you come in to be able to get these runes at any cost. The demonic rune being the exception, of course. The demonic rune will continue to appear, even if you've seen it, I think. You know, it'll just continue to show up infinitely. So that's kind of an interesting property, too. What's the deal with the demonic rune there? I guess it sort of is perhaps the demonic rune which encapsulates the very spirit of Pandemonium and its infinite nature. But let's use another magic mapping here. and take a look at where we're at. Well, I think probably this, meditation pool area over here is probably where we're going to find them. We're not that far away. I feel like let's just head in. I know I'm not using my control teleport. And in fact, probably after I'm done with this, I'll just amnesia it again. I might even destroy the Book of the Warp just to burn that bridge. But, yeah. Close that door. It just doesn't seem to be very useful. I mean, the magic mapping is really all you need. I guess we have been pretty lucky in landing basically what we need to. Rakashas, I hate those stupid things. Do you remember that other game? I know I've mentioned this a couple times because it was exciting, but we had the Rakasha cloned Lam Loban, or made an illusion of Lam Loban, and that is really, really unfortunate. Can we sneak up on this guy? Yes, we can. We get a reasonable stab on him, but not the best stab in the world. Alright, now he's gone. Wizards. Humans in Pandemonium. See, that's kind of interesting. I'm impressed they haven't woken up. Well, now they have. And a Lich. Okay, so we definitely want to haste ourselves here. And throw up Azakubos, regenerate. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I think we'll try to... Battlesphere. Mystic Blast on this guy, probably. Yeah, this is a little crazy. I don't like this, necessarily. I killed the Rakasha. I hope that was just the... that was the real Rakasha. I want to save my magic a little bit so I can cast Dispel Undead on the Lich, because that's perhaps the most dangerous thing. Like, can I do that right now? Yeah, Convulse. We gotta take out of that Lich before he casts any really crazy spells. Because you never know what a Lich is gonna do. Alright, now that I have a little bit of spare magic, let's just use a couple more Mystic Blasts. And, chop, chop. Mystic Blasts. We killed the Wizard, but I don't even know... Ugh, it's always the last one, too. So many of these are just illusions. We gotta take out that Rakasha. There we go, right? Inspired Fear, and some of them, are they summoned or not? I don't like Rakashas. There, some of them disappeared. He's going to try to feed on our intellect and cast shadow creatures and do all sorts of other nasty stuff. But you know what? I think we landed on our feet here. We're okay. We can summon a human skeleton to help us out. At least as a minor distraction in the Rakasha fight. Here's a green death. We don't have much to worry about so far as poison is concerned. Great. Alright, slow down. I doubt Lam Loban has heard us and is active by now because he's sort of the meditative, contemplative type. That's why he's at his meditation pool. Green Draconian Annihilators. So it's interesting, we have these living creatures living here in this region of Pandemonium. I guess they're attracted by the magical rune. It's possible that Lam Loban invited them in, or they formed some sort of pact with Lam Loban to possibly enhance their studies through their proximity to the magic rune of Zot, and also maybe Lam Loban gives direct instruction. I don't know, maybe Lam Loban's a pretty cool guy, and we're just, sort of invading his peaceful temple of learning here. But maybe not. Lam Loban certainly seemed like one of the more reasonable Pandemonium Lords, if you ask me. I mean, it's clear that Cerebov is filled with rage, I mean, he's just going to firestorm you in a second. Lam Loban, it says he has, he's not characterized by rage. He just has that cruel single eye, unfeeling eye. He's just all about the study of knowledge and truth. And I can respect that, I mean, I think that Lam Loban and I have quite a bit in common in this game. But we're still going to have to fight him anyway. It's kind of tragic. In a different world, maybe we could have been friends. But not right now. No, alright, just chop. We'll have the Battlesphere up for moral support. Battlesphere is like the cheerleader here. Come on. Alright, do not allow this Rakasha to create illusions, please. He did it anyway, but they disappeared. Good. Fine. Fine. I feel like we're doing pretty well. I do like the diminished line of sight, sort of, as well. It's a little bit challenging sometimes. I don't like the fact that This Rakasha has bamboozled us again. Yet again. Stupid Rakasha. And I know it's what? It's actually a Rakshasa, but I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. It's a Rakasha. Alright, Rakasha sounds just more cruel and evil and disgusting. And that's what they are to me. And you know that I disrespect enemies by not pronouncing them correctly. Destroy all Rakashas. This is really important. Alright, it's time to get up my Azakubos. And now it's time for a haste. And possibly regenerate. Yep, regenerate. Kill the Rakasha. Yes, we got the right one. And then finally, this looks a little bit more manageable. It's just crazy. It's like worse than Boggarts. And Boggarts are pretty nasty in and of themselves. Fine. All these creatures of the air. I don't know. I don't like this. This looks like it should be the business of a Rakasha, but I guess all these guys are relatively real. Chop, 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 kill, kill, kill. Fine. Lam Loban has got to be in here, right? We're approaching the final area here. Lam Loban has got to be in here. But where exactly? I guess we'll find out. Let's drink from his fountain. Oh, we can't drink from the fountain anymore. That's such a disappointment. Olami. We gotta take out the Rakasha first. Ugh. I just hate that so much. I hate you, Rakashas. Tempting to use the Rod of Cloud and just take them all out. Let's try to get the right one. Get the correct one, please. Come on, you guys. There, alright, we got one of them. I don't like the fact that there's more Draconian Annihilators here, so we're going to back away. We'll lure out the riffraff. Lam Loban is probably not going to appear anytime soon. I know Azakubo's armor is not the best defense against smoke creatures and their sticky flame and such, but I guess it'll have to do. Also, just chopping them with the Scimitar of Flaming Death probably doesn't help that much. But alright, fine. I'd like to be able to take out that Pale Draconian Annihilator as well. We want to face Lam Loban alone. You know, this is like the part of the boss fight where Lam Loban is just throwing his minions at you and not joining in. He's just sort of laughing from the backgrounds. And then getting more and more frustrated as his minions can't handle the task. That guy would throw Hellfire at us, I think, so we could possibly throw Hellfire at him. But we're going to go ahead and just try a Mystic Blast a couple of times. What? How did you poison us even? Good. Alright, he's done. Let's chop through this wizard. Seems like a pretty weak wizard to me. Smoke Demon, fine. Battle Sphere. Blew him up in one shot. Good. Let's keep that up. Good, 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 good. Alright, Lam Loban, you're not making this easy. Give you that much. Let's continue to just search the perimeter. Maybe we can even skirt around the outside. Steal the rune first. It could be like that sort of thing where, you know, the boss is invincible until you pick up a certain item and then he loses his power. And especially if you can confront him when he thinks that he still has that item. You know, that's when you can get him because you can trick him. Like that scene in The Mask. when the villain is tricked into removing the mask by the heroine. Sort of a poor example. I don't even know why that came to mind. That movie was not so good. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to steal the magical rune of Zot from Lam Loban, thereby undercutting him and stealing his power. Blizzard Demon, do you think he keeps it in here? Let's back off here a little bit. I wonder. Here's a Lich. Alright, that's the most dangerous thing we've seen so far. But that's what Dispel Undead is for, right? Good. Yeah, and the fact that it's so dark. Yeah, look at that. The magical rune of Zot is right there, so this is perfect. All according to plan. We'll go in here, close the door, steal the magical rune of Zot, and we'll check out what color it is. It seems to be blue, pink, and purple, sort of like the colors of Veumet. You know, I would imagine that Vehement has a particular attachment to this rune. As probably does Sif Muna, considering that she's all about magic, but this seems to be the rune of pure magical power. Which is pretty cool. I'm glad that we'll have it. Yeah, magical rune. And it flashed blue, right? I didn't even pay attention, but I guess you probably could check. Good. Alright, so we stole the magical rune, and now we can go face Lam Loban. Because he's not going to be happy about that. There you are, Lami. Haste. Orbs of Destruction time. Orb, back off. Ball Lightning does not concern us too much. Yeah, with our electrical resistance. Hit him. Bam. Wow, alright, so that hurt, like, slightly, but not that much. One more Orb of Destruction there. Yeah, it hurts a little bit. It's just crashing into the... It's crashing into the Ball Lightning. Oof, that really hurts. We only have RC+. So that did hurt quite a bit. Do you have Hellfire resistance? So yeah, that Glaciate actually hurt a lot. Alright, Lam Loban, I give you credit. That was tricky. There's a Cloud of Freezing Vapor right here. So let's back away. Cast Regenerate. I guess what we're going to do is just try some Hellfire. If things go really south, we can always do some, what do you call it? Death's Door action. And I was actually wondering about that. I'm not sure. Can we cast Death's Door and then just continue to cast Hellfire for free? If so, that would be amazing, but I don't know. It seems like the sort of thing where that probably would not be a rule. But let's just go and do some Hellfire. We got it a little bit. We blew something up that did quite a bit of damage. I think we can try one more Orb of Destruction. Alright, if that doesn't do it, we can try one more Hellfire. Let's wield the Elemental Staff just in case he tries another Glaciate. Step to the side. Almost dead. Hellfire. Come on, right? This is the final Hellfire. We'll blow him up with Hellfire. Boom! Got it. No, he's not dead yet. We got to get him one more time. This ought to do it. Boom, we got him. Okay, it got us down to 30 life. But that's a little stupidly dangerous. We did it anyway. Okay. These Panlord fights are actually a little intense. We seem to be getting down towards our last wits here, but that's sort of because we're choosing to use Hellfire to our advantage. Green Death, I guess, calls for some Mystic Blast here. Yeah, that's slightly dangerous. We should close the door. Nobody come in for a second. We're regenerating in here. Whew. Alright, yeah, and our magic regenerates first because of our demonic powers, which is a little bit interesting. Spriggan Air Mage, no way. Okay, hello. Well, I think we have enough to handle him by now. Let's just use Magic Dart, Mystic Blast. Got him. Wizards, I said leave me alone. This is a private area. This is a private murder / rune usurping area. By the way, your beloved master Lam Loban is dead. Find a new principal for the school. School is closed. Well, see you later. And yeah, presumably this region of Pan will now fade into obscurity because we took the rune from it, so perhaps it will not be as regularly accessed. You know, it'll fade just to it'll be one of the infinitesimal Pan floors, just like all the other ones. Maybe. I mean, we'll never be able to access it again, which sort of leads, you know, I think that conclusion seems to be correct. If there's only a 1 in infinity chance that we'll ever get to it, we'll never get to it. Maybe that's stupid, though. It's just speculation. I'd like to be able to carry around these restore abilities just because, well, we might need them eventually, but we already have a bunch of them, right? We already have 5 of them, so never mind. Cool. And then we already did see a way out. Let's explore up this way just in case there's anybody else who wants to tangle. Yeah, Green Death. What do you say you get chopped? We'll steal a little bit of cash from the school, you know, raiding the school's endowment. I mean, if this level of Pan will never be accessed again, might as well take the gold, otherwise it'll be effectively lost to the universe. I don't know. I don't know the first thing about how Pandemonium works. There's probably some way to deal with the infinities. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just crazy madness all the time. Yikes. Okay, how about just deflect missiles on there? Oh, we lost our deflect missiles again. Yikes. Wow. Come on now. Cool. And the way out was right over there. Excellent. Alright, let's heal up. Hello. Goodbye. Green Death, do you really want to do this? You don't really want to do this. Just walk away while you get the chance. Fine, very good. Okay, yeah, last minute stragglers. I just want to fight. Everybody wants a piece. Great. Now we are finally ready to head to the next level of Pan. And you know what? I think we're going to call the video there just because, well, we got a rune. You know, 1 rune per video seems like a pretty good thing to do. But I might be back with another video in a minute because why not? I feel like I'm on a groove here now. 2 out of 5 Pan runes acquired. And hopefully we'll continue that trend. So thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.